If you're in business, television advertising is the most powerful and effective method of reaching your customers. Increase your sales in Yorkshire Television's Belmont region by making use of that power, and for a lot less than you may think. To find out more, contact Jeff France at Yorkshire Television on 0532 465 444 between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Well, at 5 to 10, the news headlines from ITN and Calendar.
Good morning. Tony Blair has this morning accused his rebel Euro MPs of gross discourtesy over their defiance to his plans to change Labour's constitution on public ownership. The Labour leader called for party discipline and responsibility. He said their actions had ruined his visit to Brussels. The government's heading for a new showdown with the 9 rebel Tory MPs. Labour will today try to remove the government's majority on standing committees in the House of Commons. It says the Conservatives no longer have an overall majority. If the rebels vote with Labour, it could seriously hamper the government's ability to pass legislation. Thousands of driving tests are threatened with cancellation today because of a strike by examiners. Staff at up to 400 centres are staging a one-day walkout after pay talks broke down. The Department of Transport says learner drivers should turn up for their tests unless they hear otherwise. More news in an hour's time. For now, goodbye.
Good morning from the Calendar East news desk. The funeral of murdered Lincolnshire barmaid Sharon Harper is taking place today, with police no nearer to finding her killer. Sharon, who was 21, was found strangled in a disused car park near the Earlsfield estate in Grantham. She disappeared after leaving work at the Market Cross Public House in Grantham Town Centre in July last year. Today, detectives will mingle with mourners at her funeral, which is taking place at Grantham Cemetery. Women in Lincolnshire are being given the chance to test a new contraceptive which could replace the pill if trials prove successful. The new contraceptive is a tiny handheld monitor which uses new technology to indicate safe periods for sex by measuring hormone levels. Women in Boston are being given the chance to test the contraceptive because local GP Martin Whaling is an expert in family planning who's been helping with the development of the system. If the device proves popular, it could be on sale by the end of the year. Council officials are denying a claim that families are refusing to move into homes on a housing estate which was hit by a riot 2 years ago. A number of people went to jail following the riots on the St Giles estate in Lincoln. Since then, efforts have been made to upgrade housing. Lincoln's Housing Committee Chairman, Bud Robinson, says he doesn't believe a report that people are refusing to take tenancies there. The family of a North Nottinghamshire man who was jailed for 12 years for rape in Mallorca say they're still confident that they can help clear their son's name and that inquirers in this country and on the island may produce evidence for a retrial.
Russell Torr from Carlton in Lindrick near Worksop is in jail in Santander on the Spanish mainland after his conviction for raping a 19-year-old British woman in Mallorca in the summer of 1993. Throughout his trial, he maintained his innocence. An appeal through the Spanish courts was refused. Lawyers are now planning to appeal to the European Court of Human Rights. And today, Russell's father, Jeff, speaking from Mallorca, said he was confident that new evidence would open up the possibility of a retrial.
But if we can get that introduced to the Spanish legal system, then they can even overturn his conviction without a retrial. But a retrial is something that we're going for.
The family has been told it may be possible for Russell to complete his sentence in England, but he and they are determined to clear his name.
A Sheffield school currently occupied by squatters has been earmarked as a training centre for the unemployed. Work will begin on converting Crooksmoor School at Easter, with the first courses starting in September. The school closed in June and squatters moved in before Christmas. The council claims the group had agreed to move on once a use was found for the school. However, the squatters are holding a meeting with councillors and members of the local community tonight to discuss the problem. And that's all from Calendar East for the moment. Join us again at 5 to 11. Bye-bye.
After a cold and frosty start, many areas will have a dry morning with a good deal of sunshine, although wintry showers will affect coastal areas at times. Little will change during the afternoon as the sun continues, but it will feel cold as winds become fresh northwesterly, mostly along the coast, with top temperatures around 4 Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. Temperatures will fall sharply under clear skies this evening, with frost reforming quickly and coastal wintry showers becoming more isolated as the night progresses. By the end of the night, as winds ease, temperatures will fall to minus 5 Celsius, 23 Fahrenheit, leading to a severe frost. So that's the forecast, and here's a summary. Mainly dry, sunny, but cold. Now in Norwich, John Stapleton with the time, the place.
They say that convicts in Britain's jails are taking drugs, boozing and having sex with their wives and girlfriends. Can it be true?